1. Center strengthening. The center is unpredictable. It is the premise of each development we make in this way. Can be the motivation behind why disintegration that can accompany age can back us off in the event that we don't keep it kept up. It keeps our spine in the correct arrangement and keeping the remainder of our back within proper limits. Preparing improves our capacity to keep away from injury and expanding the strength of our backs. The board is best used when utilized in mix with cardio and practices pointed toward improving the strength of an enormous number of muscle bunches, which is a decent method to keep fit as a fiddle. Paying little mind to age. The bones, close by your muscles and joints, are the practical objectives of advancement the board deals with. It likewise chips away at the rectus abdominis, which will make you rock a six-pack in an increment in hopping-related exercises. The muscle gathering and expansions in execution are as per the following. Sideways muscles, expansion in capacities identified with midsection turning and side twisting. Glutes, a lot lighter inclination on the back with an edged posterior. Crossover abdominis. If you are into lifting, the advancement of this muscle gathering will give you a noticeable expansion in weightlifting works out. Rectus stomach, the six-pack production line that makes certain to have an enduring effect on spectators and yourself when you understand the advancement you made, close by an increment in deftness. At a side note, the additional help on your back will form your goods and give you an incredible look. In the event that you end up being keen on lifting weights, you will be intrigued to realize that chipping away at the center. Regardless of the event or action, we regularly utilize this piece of the body if we understand it. It achieves this by going about as an exchange focus of power and a stabilizer, and this activity will hone and harden it up before you know it. Expansion in adaptability. It develops general fortitude, however it does significantly more than that. Shoulder muscles, shoulder bones, and hamstring will extend perceptibly and you will feel everything. You will feel the distinction venturing to such an extreme as to have the option to contact your toes easily, with the option of side boards that work on adding on your sides. Here you will discover altered forms of the activity that will offer an enormous collection of choices to help you in your decision to discover the right muscle bunch. 2. It boosts the metabolism. Regardless of whether one of us needs to get that delightful glacé-taking body we see publicized all through the media or to simply improve shape. The wellspring of weight reduction is contained inside the movement of our digestion. The cycle can be depicted as the capacity to separate particles to satisfy the body's requirement for energy, and the quicker it works the more abundance fat is lost through consuming energy. Muscle cells pine for enormous amounts of energy and consequently consume a ton of calories, and activities that expand upon muscle strength and perseverance help work with this interaction, assisting you with arriving at your ideal wellness well-being objectives. At whatever point you work out and draw in specific pieces of the body, you utilize the put away glucose in those muscles. The way toward recharging those glucose stockpiles requires energy that is acquired by consuming calories, and this way you can oversee the amount of it you lose during exercises. The board initiates the whole of your body so that it dominates the consuming pace of comparative stomach exercises. The muscles that you work out this way permit you to consume more energy in any event. When you are situated, which is particularly essential to feature in the event that on the off chance that you sit a great deal during the day, yet that isn't all. Adding it to your morning schedule in the range of 40 seconds to 5 minutes can help work with a continuous expansion in metabolic action all through the whole day, a sensational option to anybody. 3. You have a lesser chance of straining yourself or being injured during other exercises. Since the center is such a significant muscle that controls practically all types of development, it will definitely bring down the opportunity of injury in many types of development. The board is a strength practice that is made out of standing firm on the body in a straight foothold, much the same as a shaft, and holding it in like that, with it being expounded in detail here. 4. It will significantly affect your posture. It will tell you the best way to build up firmer power over yourself and perform smooth moves that require accuracy and steadiness that many have lost with the absence of accentuation on a unique way. of life. Rehearsing the board every day will gradually edge a less obliged feeling in the upper back and neck. As you handle better control and feel of them, your general sensation of control and solidness will increment. Legitimate stance goes a long ways past influencing development. It shows the appropriate arrangement of the bones, a working sensory system and appropriate activities of inward organs, all being angles we endeavor to continue to run appropriately. The tendons and vertebrae are decidedly influenced by keeping a sound stance, and thus, you will be undeniably more averse to encounter any back issues. By what other method is this valuable? Utilizing the full degree of your stature has the additional advantage of supporting the quality of certainty you transmit to yourself and individuals around you, particularly helpful in a workplace. Appropriate body control and common situating will dissuade the chance of creating conditions that can end up being unfavorable to your overall prosperity. What's more, certain examinations guarantee that the learning capacities individuals have since outset is straightforwardly identified with the admission of oxygen and thusly, the stance. Checking it considering one more actuality to keep. 5. Your coordination will be drastically improved. At the point when you do a board, your body is set inside its focal point of gravity, depending on its solidarity to hold your body weight when you are working out. This middle is situated at the focal point of our bodies. Perhaps the most alluring pluses you will get through this activity is accomplished through the immediate relationship with the center muscles and the body's communities of solidness. It is a fantasy that your furthest points are portions of the body that decide your solidness. However, that is completely false. Everything tumbles deeply. You can envision an increment in efficiency and readiness. Holding a straight stance is demonstrated to decrease pressure and keep a self-appreciation control. Then again, a slouched back makes our admission of oxygen be diminished by 30%, influencing our energy. It achieves this with the arrival of high